Okay, this is a pre-recorded video. This is being recorded on the 13th of November, just after I made my video about what I got at the Premium Spirits release this morning. But this video is going to go up in a couple of weeks, so right now I'm kind of making room for the new acquisitions. This one here is a Benriach the 12. And I believe I've had Benriach 12 maybe 6 or 7 years ago the last time. And I loved it. The packaging is totally different. Let's hope the juice is the same because the juice was really good the last time. Okay, I'm going to get this open. And I'm going to pour me a dram. This part of the presentation seems to look familiar. It looks a lot like the Benriach 10, which I had not too long ago. Maybe a month ago? Something like that. Maybe it was a bit longer ago than that. I'm not sure. I know I had a Benriach 10. Was it so good that I finished it already? Oh. You know what? It appears that I have finished it already. It was so good. So, this is a tight one. Come on, yeah. There we go. The 12. It's not just any 12. It is the 12. Okay. Quick glance at the bottle says 3 cask matured. These casks 3 casks maturation in sherry, bourbon, and portwood for rich smoothness, layered with baked fruit, maple, honey sweetness, and lingering oak spice. Well, that gives it all away, doesn't it? Bourbon cask, port cask, sherry cask, nose, 750 mils. 46% alcohol by volume. This is my first whiskey of the session, and I'm starting at 46. There's a reason for that. All the whiskeys I'm doing in this session are at 46. And they're all Speysides. How did that happen? Anyway, it's just the luck of the draw, the rotation, I like to try whiskeys more or less in the order in which I receive them, or acquire them, shall we say. So these 3 were acquired on the same day. Actually, I believe it's true. Yes. Yes. And when was the other one? Get organized here. Not all on the same day, but close. Yeah, I think the 3rd one was by mail. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was by mail. Let me just check that quickly. Quickly. Yeah, I digress. So shoot me. That would be the... Yeah. Pardon me while I have a slow computer. All right, here we are. Oh, come on. I got too many pages open. Maybe that's the problem. Well, while that loads, I'll just read what it says on here. And there. I'm distracted. Speyside single malt Scotch whiskey. A Speyside single malt Scotch whiskey is as intriguing and extraordinary as Benriach could not have come to be without a unique whiskey making heritage dating from 1898 when founder John Duff built his distillery. Ruggedly beautiful Benriach stands on the site of the old Riach farm in North Speyside, drawing water from a mineral-rich aquifer deep beneath the distillery. Where have I heard that before? Oh yeah, Shelter Point. Okay. Thanks to a long-standing tradition of distilling three styles of whiskey, classic unpeated, Highland peated, and triple distilled, together with an eclectic selection of casks from around the world, our whiskey makers are able to explore the full flavor possibilities of single malt, creating some of the richest, most multi-layered whiskeys in Speyside. This tradition continues today under the guidelines of master blender Rachel Berry. Benriach is the story of a hidden Speyside gem, quietly revealing its treasures to be discovered and savored. Sherry cask, bourbon cask, and port cask. Okay. To make Benriach the 12, Benriach's spirit is 3 casks matured for at least 12 years in sherry casks, bourbon barrels, and port casks. The whiskey from each cask is then expertly married together to create a smooth, sherry-rich single malt layered with baked fruit, maple, honey, cocoa, perfectly balanced with a lingering sultana and spiced mocha finish. Give it all away, why don't you? Now I'm going to be influenced by the power of suggestion. But first, let's check out where that other thing comes from. I think it was a Glenallachie. Glendronach. Oh, yes. I believe it was before this one. Let's see now. Here. That's not it. Got to be the one before. This one. Sorry about this. There we are. It's a Glenallachie 12-year-old Duncan Taylor. And the price wasn't bad. But that's coming up later. That's 3. Okay, that's the third one. So here, what did I pay for this Benriach? To be distracted again. And there we are. Okay, what did I pay for this? 9 minutes and I haven't even nosed it yet. Oh, this is what happens when you stay awake too long. Where are you? Benriach the 12, $95.99. So that was 9.6 divided by 2 is our goods and services tax, $4.80, plus 9.6, that's our $9.60 provincial liquor tax, plus 10-cent bottle deposit, plus $94.99. Wait a minute. $95.99. 95.99 is equal to $110.49 out the door. That's what it works out to with the $96 price tag. $110.49 could be worse, but a lot of 12-year-olds cost less. However, the nose on this, I'm getting rich, ripe, dried, and just ripe fruits. I'm getting raisins, sultanas, plums, there's some honey too. Oh, this is rich. There's some toffee and vanilla as well as the honey. There's a sort of a chocolate and licorice note too. This is delicious. Nosing. The nose is delicious. What does it say for nosy here? It says maple honey, cocoa, forest fruits. Yeah, I guess it's something like that. I get dried and ripe fruits, along with, yeah, okay, cocoa, a little bit chocolatey, yeah, honey. Okay, the nose, we agree, fine. What do I get on the palate? On the palate for my $110.50. Wow. Wow. That is a blast of fruit. A blast of fruit with some cocoa, like powdered cocoa, like the powdered cocoa that would come in a tin. And my mother used to sprinkle that on top of like porridge or wheat hearts. And that tasted good. Very fruity, very fruity. Fruity and sweet, but not cloyingly so. However, very, very fruity to begin with. Another reason this may be overwhelming me is that it is my first whiskey of a session, and usually I start with something that's 40% ABV. Let's give it some water and see what happens. Usually start at 40% ABV, move my way up to 43, and this one's at 46 right away from the get-go. So it's big. It tastes big. Had I started with 40%, and this would be maybe my third whiskey, it wouldn't come across as being quite so big. Now with water. Okay. Now it's more subtle. I'm still getting the same fruits. I'm getting some honey. I'm also getting the cocoa note, but not not so in your face. It's much more subdued, a little gentler. Oh, now along with my fruits, and the fruits are still strong, I'm getting plums and raisins and strawberries and that kind of thing. Something that resembles red currants, but red currants would have a drier flavor than this. This is sweeter. Mm. Bit of a vanilla note to go with my fruits and honey. And what do they say for the palate? Maraschino cherry? No. Baked orange? Okay, I can get the orange. Hazelnut and spiced mocha? I don't know about the hazelnut, but I'm getting a bit of chocolate. Maybe that's what they call the mocha. Some vanilla. I guess mocha is a chocolate and vanilla mixture. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. But the other thing, the orange, yeah, that's power of suggestion. I tasted it. I knew it was like fruity, but usually when I get citrus, it usually comes along as a lemon lime thing. But that's more from my experience with more peated whiskey. This has got no peat in it at all, and I suppose the citrus notes would come across as an orange. Baked orange. Well, I'll tell you this. It's really good and worth your while. For 110 Canadian, you don't go wrong with this Benriach. It's beautiful. It's rich, it's complex, and this stems from the multiple casks. So there's bourbon, port, and sherry, but it doesn't say which sherry. It could be Pedro Jimenez. It could be, I don't think it's Oloroso, but it's possible. It could even be a Fino. But I'm not the biggest expert on what kind of sherry imparts what kind of flavor to what kind of new make spirit. I just know what I like and what I don't like. Slanchova.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.